Yeah, hello, sir.
Hi, hi. So, what is your name?
My name is MD Nasim Akram, sir, and I'm one of your big fans. I watch all your videos.
Thank you very much. I'm really thankful to you guys, okay, today because I love talking with people. And when I started my channel, you can watch my previous videos that I was talking with people from all over India. So unfortunately, between these period, I had no time. I was busy with my student in my coaching, so I was not talking with lots of people. But once again, I'm going to talk you with you and like you guys. So where are you from, Basim?
Sir, actually, I'm from Bihar, sir, and right now I'm residing in Patna, the capital of Bihar. And actually, I'm still I recently passed out 12th standard, and this year I'm gonna be doing graduation.
Okay, so you are living in Patna and you are from Bihar. Oh, why your English is fantastic. I can hear it.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I created a kind of atmosphere surrounding me that I feel I'm residing in a situation where everyone speaks English language, and because of that, it has a good impact on my English. And day to day, it kept on improving, and still it is doing.
Yeah, I can see it. Hmm. So how did you learn English, Wasim?
So, there is a kind of inspirational story behind how I learned English. When I was in seventh standard, I felt a kind of insult because I had no understanding about English. My teacher made me stand up, and he was teaching about superlative and comparative degree. And he said that ki Nasim Akram is as beautiful as Katrina Kaif. But I had understanding that beautiful word is referred to the girl. So entire class was laughing on me because the teacher called me beautiful, and I felt a kind of embarrassment because
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea what he's talking about because I had not exactly understanding, but I was feeling I'm being insulted and everyone is laughing on me. So from that day onwards, I started learning and I became passionate about learning English language.
Right, I can see it is fantastic, and your story is quite amazing because it happens with us most of the time. While we start learning English, people mock at us and they try to slow you down. So of course it happens, but your story is inspiring that since that day you thought that you have to speak English, and today you are speaking very good English. Okay,
Yeah,
I
thank you, sir.
yeah, of course. So tell me, what were the challenges that you faced while you were learning English?
So like at first I learned about tense and voice and narration. I learned about this chapter, but still I was not able to speak. How can I speak and how can I express myself in a clear way? So it was really difficult for me to face this challenge. Then I came to know about a lot of ways in which I could deal with this. Like I started talking with myself in mirror, and I started recording myself in camera. So I kept on doing all these sort of things, and I also started talking to my brother, my sister in English language. And so that's why today most of the members of my family, they speak English language, and it's always a kind of English environment in my house. So I mean I try to break all the barrier that were stopping me from learning, and that were speaking me that were stopping me from speaking English language. I broke all the barrier.
Yeah, right. Of course, I can see it. You have passed all the barriers and you are at good position right now. So, lots of people are watching my channel and they are just maybe they are beginner or they want to speak English just, I can say. So, can you describe some point that will help them to speak English?
Yeah, so at a first thing is that everyone fears of speaking that I can do some mistake. Okay, so I would like to suggest them that don't ever be fear of making mistakes, because I truly believe that mistakes are the proof that you are learning. Okay, so mistakes should happen and it will happen and it must happen, I think.
Of
But the
course.
thing is that we should be taking lesson from the mistake, and we should be trying to improve ourselves each and every day, because you see, uh, English is not all about how correct or incorrect we speak. It's about how correct or incorrect we understand each other. So there should be a kind of understanding between the people by disregarding the incorrect or correct sentence you speak, but there should be correct understanding what you are trying to speak.
Of course, I love your attitude, right? Yes, because this is a really positive attitude that you have to not bother about right or wrong. Just you have to come and you have to speak. Because anyway, we know that until or unless we do not commit mistake, we can't correct it, and at once we can't correct it anything, or we can't master the language. So yeah, of course, English is a language. We will have to keep patient, and as well as we'll have to work on it. Definitely, one day we can master it.
Yeah, sir. Like you see, I talk about myself when I was in sixth standard. Like my teacher gave me to write essay about important of a sports game in our life, and most of the sentence I wrote was incorrect. Like 9 out of 10 sentence they were incorrect. So like my English was totally like it was like a dumb, sir.
Hmm.
But still I never gave up. Like I kept on trying, I kept on writing, and I kept on speaking. And in 10th standard I came to be one of the topper of my school in terms of English subject. Like I was the highest score of English subject in 10th standard
Oh,
in my
that's great.
school.
Really.
Yes, sir.
So I can hear your, accent. It is fantastic. So how did you learn accent? Because it is
Actually,
most challenging thing for me, and I think for lots of learner all around the world.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, sir, you know what? I mean, I like, at a first, like, I wanted to a kind of environment where I could feel like I am I am in a situation where everyone speaks the accent like me. So for that, what I did, I just went to the YouTube section and I just changed the location. Like in the YouTube section, there's a system that you can change your location to America or Britain, wherever you want. So what I did, I changed my location to the America, and there I was watching all the content, and I was watching all the videos from America, and that's how I kept on watching videos for months and months, and that's how I'm getting their accent. I'm learning their accent. It's not still like American accent, but I'm learning their accent nowadays.
Right. Yeah, I can see that you will definitely master the accent just within few months. I think, yeah, or few days. I don't know. But you are really big inspiration for the people who are learning English right now, because the way you are speaking, the way that you overcame from the difficulties, okay, it is really inspirational for the people who want to speak English right now. Mhm. So, do you have
Yes.
any question for me?
Sir, my first question would be to you, sir. Like, I mean, I have seen all of your videos from beginning, sir. Like, I mean, you like in initial time, like I watched your first videos and then I watched your videos a few days back. Okay, like there is a kind of great difference. So, I mean, how did you do that?
To be honest, okay, I never did something big or extraordinary. Just I did one thing, that I thought that I have to speak English, and whatever will be needed, I am ready to do it. So I have been practicing. I mean, not regular practice, just from last 2 week. Once again, I'm not doing practice, because what happens with me, I have my own institute, so I have to run it. I have to handle everything. So sometimes I get time, sometimes I don't. I do not. So most of the time when I get time, I try to practice it. I'm using the shadowing method from native speaker or other speakers, which is good. Like lots of Indian speaker like Sadhguru, you Sasi Tharoor. Okay, these are very extraordinary English speaker. As well as I keep listening always. Listening is a major activity that I have been doing since last 6, 7 years, and I think even I was not speaking. Since then, I have been listening English. Why? Because I was interested in English. So what was happening on those days, I was not getting everything that a speaker was telling, but one thing was for sure, I was getting 60%, 50%, 40% sometimes, and that was enough for me to understand his whole sentence. So listening played a important role to make me speak English today.
Yeah, sir. And my next question would be to you, sir. Like, right, since you are from Bihar and I'm also from Bihar, sir, and it is being considered that the people from Bihar they are weak in English. So, what do you think? Is it a correct to say?
I don't think that people are weak. I think there is not a circumstances or environment that is needed to learn English. So I never consider that some person is weak, intelligent, or something like that. That it depends on the environment where we live. Just like people who live in other states like Delhi, Mumbai, they are living in between such a people who know English and they speak English. So what happens? They pick up the people who are living in Mumbai, Delhi, they pick up English easily, okay, and they can speak English. But in Bihar, most of the time, most of the people are talking in their local language and sometime in Hindi. So there is no environment of English even in schools and college. So here, yeah, people do not speak English. So I don't think that Bihari has to do something with English that they can't speak English. They can speak good English, but they need environment.
Yes, sir. And my next question would be to you, sir. Do you think that it's compulsory to learn grammar if we want to speak English language? Like you're a teacher of English, so it would be better answer if you give this answer.
First of all, yes, my teaching experience, it is not necessary to learn grammar to speak English. But if you want to uh, quicken this process, if you want to accelerate the process of learning English, then you must know grammar as well as vocabulary as much as possible. And most of the time, you should practice, and practice is the key. So in practice, sometimes it looks like what will be I practicing. So we can practice by shadowing method, by listening most of the time, and because listening is the major thing that I have done in my life, and I think that whatever I am speaking today, because of listening, I picked up everything from listening.
Yeah, so so like I talk about myself, like I have understanding about tense, voice, and narration, and few other chapters. But when I come to know when I have deep understanding about grammar, it creates a kind of misunderstanding in my English. So to be honest, from my side, I don't prefer to study grammar, but still I prefer to speak English language, sir. Yeah, like I don't have much understanding about grammar, but yet I speak, sir.
So that is why I'm telling you, I have talked with more than 500 people from all over the world in English and English learners. So what I observed, one thing that they told me they don't know grammar, but after all, I saw that they were speaking fantastic English. So yes, English has. If you want to speak English, it has nothing to do with grammar. But if you want to quicken this process, if you want to make your English very good, then yeah, if you have time, then you must go with grammar. But I think one should practice more, not go for grammar, and one should not run behind the grammar. If you are only running behind the grammar, you can't speak English. It is obvious.
Yes, sir. So like I know that I have seen a lot of videos in which you have been talking to the native speaker from different parts of the world, sir. But talking about myself, since I was not able to afford Cambly app, but just to compensate, like just to compensate the Cambly app, I tried some other idea. Like, there's a Google Map app, and what I did that I was just gone on the Google Map and I searched shops and schools from America and from Britain, and I just took their number and I just I just called them on the WhatsApp and I kept on talking to them for almost half an hour every day. And this is how I was talking to the native speaker without paying money. So because I was not able to afford Cambly app, it's too expensive. We can't deny this, sir.
Of course, I know that most of the people in India, if they are coming from middle family, even middle family, they can't afford this app because it is too expensive. In my case, because I was earning, okay, that is why I afford it. And I'm a kind of guys, who if we see any opportunity, I don't want to miss it. So while I took the Camly subscription, I had two things in my mind. One, I had to improve my English, and second one, that I can run my YouTube channel with the help of this video conversation, because well, I will upload this video conversation, it may be helpful for the people who want to speak English. So both thing went well. So yeah, I'm totally agree with you, but speaking English is something that only depends on your passion. Just your passion determine that how much good English you can speak, and how you can speak English or not. Just your passion determine these things.
Yes, sir. And so my next question would be to you, sir. Do you think that the accent matters if we want to speak English? Like
To be honest,
accent.
yeah, to be honest, I never thought about accents before just 8 or 9 months before. When I started posting my video on my YouTube channel, then I got lots of comment. Your accent is so bad. Your grammar looks good and everything looks good, but your accent is too bad. Then I thought there is something like accent, and I searched out. Then I come to know that accent means pronunciation and way of speaking. And then I thought that I never wanted to change my accent, but yes, I wanted to improve my pronunciation. So for me, accent doesn't matter. The way, because everybody should have their own way of speaking. Okay, you have your own way of speaking. American have their own way of speaking. Britishers have their own way of speaking. Their culture are different from our culture. Okay, so while I see the Indian are speaking the British accent, sometimes it looks like they are trying to pretend to be a Britishers or American. So for me, accent doesn't matter. I think one should have their own natural accent. If you saw Sadhguru, okay, who belongs from India, he has his own accent and he speaks very good English.